Okay folks, hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War, the English campaign. A second update video. I hear you cry. Well, because it's only been 3 videos since the last one, what more can there be to update? Well, I have had a little think about how I can spice up this campaign a little bit. I mean, it's already quite exciting, but how can I take it to that next level of interactivity? I give you guys a chance to shape the campaign with regard to voting on crusades, voting on whether or not I should have got excommunicated, you know, quite major talking points about the campaign. You guys influenced that by voting, and I took your advice, even sometimes against my wishes. So that was quite a level of control that you had as a collective voice. I'm wanting now to take the level of interactivity of this campaign even further. And now this could be a really good thing, or it could be something that doesn't quite work out. It could be something that ends up being quite catastrophic and a massive failure. But I am willing to give it a try. So first things first, this update, I'm not going to split it up into I'm not going to split it up into 2 parts, 3 parts. Hello and welcome to the next update. I'm just going to keep talking and talking and talking and talking until I'm happy that I have fully explained what I intend to do. And if that video ends up being 30 minutes long, obviously I'll have to chop it into bits small enough for YouTube. But technically it's just all one long recording. So that's the first thing about the setup of the video. So if the video update comes in 3 parts, it is to be treated as one video update, because this is going to take a little bit of explaining, and I'm trying to explain as much as possible to try and clarify it, but I imagine there'll be a lot of questions to ask as well. So what the hell am I talking about? How am I going to give you all that, or some of you, that extra level of interactivity during my campaign? Well, it's going to work like this. I used to watch, or I used to read rather, a lot of after-action reports. A lot of people that typed stories about some of the campaigns they would play. So they would play a campaign out on the campaign map, and they would write a life story, or take the role of a particular character and write it on the forums of like Total War Center and other Total War sites. Some of the sites even had like a situation where an individual person would play out the role of a certain character, type it on the forum, and then the person that was writing the story would go away and take that person's advice into consideration, play it out, and then report back. So it was all like a roleplay, and one person played out the part of one family member. That is what I am going to try on this Let's Play. Now, as I said, it could be quite a successful thing. It could be a massive failure. But for 10 people, because that's how many family members we've got at the moment, for 10 people, you are going to have the ultimate opportunity to really shape the campaign. Because you are going to control, you are going to roleplay, take on the role of one of my family members. So there you go. That is how I'm going to offer you the ultimate control. Now obviously there are a lot of people that are subscribed, a lot of people are following this Let's Play, so unfortunately you're not all going to be able to do that, but 10 of you are. Now when we get more family members, whether they come of age, whether they get adopted or married into the family, that's when more people can take over. When somebody dies, then you lose your status. So at the moment it's 10. So say Mr. Blogs takes over a family member who's 59 years old, that family member dies in 2 years time. Mr. Blogs has no longer got the opportunity to shape it because his character's died, and therefore he's lost his character. His chance is over. Can he take over another character in the future? Yes, he can, but he'll have to get in there first, because the way I'm doing this, I'm not taking votes or anything like that. All I'm saying is, once I have finished this update video, you all will know which characters are available to roleplay. You will get your request in, and it's first come first serve. So if Mr. Smith is first to reply to the video and says, I want to be Prince Louis, or whatever his prince name is, I can't remember, Prince Harold or something, or Prince or something, Herbert, I can't remember, Prince Hubert. If he wants to be Prince Hubert, or he wants to take over the role as Ralph Watkins, he puts that in first. First come, first serve. You get the role, my friend. So it's going to be a little bit unlucky if you come and watch this update video like 2 days after it's updated, or a day after it's updated, and somebody else has got there first, because it doesn't really, you know, you missed your opportunity initially, but you won't miss future opportunities, because as I say, it's, somebody else is born, somebody else comes of age, the opportunity presents itself again, and every time I get a new family member, I will stop the LP at that point and then give you all the opportunity once again to vote, or to say I want to take over that role. But more about that one later in the campaign when it starts to happen. For the moment, all you need to be concerned about is there's 10 to take over at this moment in time. So that's a little bit about how, it's a little bit about what the control is. You're taking over, you're role playing a character, and a little bit about how you go about you know, fulfilling that role. So once I've gone through the list of characters, you'll all know what's available to you. So that's a bit about it. How is it going to work though? You know, how on earth can this work in an LP? Well, I mean, I am the king, the person that's playing out the LP, and therefore I have the final say in pretty much everything, naturally. But you will go about role-playing your character by request, like a request system. So I, for example, Mr. Bloggs has decided to take over as Josias of Droitwich. He types a message, I want to be him, and he was the first there, and he got the opportunity to roleplay Josias of Droitwich. How can he roleplay this character? The way it's going to work is, as I say, by a request system. So Josias of Droitwich, as a family member in London. You're not the governor, so that's probably a bad person to pick. Okay, let's change my mind. Simon Maitland, you have picked, Mr. Bloggs has picked Simon Maitland as a character he wants to roleplay. I've said it's fine, and therefore Mr. Bloggs becomes Simon Maitland for the campaign. What does he have control over? How can he control the campaign? It's like this. If you're a governor, or you're a family member in general, you're taking on the role of that person, and therefore anything is up for grabs. You can request pretty much anything as to you know, what you want to do. So as governor of London, what do governors have power of? They have power over what buildings to build, they have power over what to recruit, whether it's units or ships or ancillary characters. They have control over the tax rate. Yeah? So as a governor, as a general, as a governor of that settlement, you will have that same control. So Mr. Bloggs decides, I'm governor of London, and I want to put the tax rate very high, because I'm greedy. Yes, it's going to put London on a blue face, but I don't care. I'm governor of London. I want very high tax rate. I want my coffers overflowing. Do it. You will put that on a request to me, and in the next part when I play it out, I will take that request and say, Simon Maitland has put the tax rate up in London to very high. Oh dear. And I will play it out for you. If you want to build as a governor of London, you think, I think I'm quite a religious person, therefore I want a huge cathedral built next. In the next part, I will build you a huge cathedral. So that's how it's going to work. You are going to request anything, what to construct next, whether or not you want to, you know, I've only got 2 town watch here. I think London deserves a few more because it's the capital of London, and what the hell if we get under attack? I want to put a request through to increase our garrison with 3 more spear militias. Put that through on a request, and in the next part I will action it for you if I think it's necessary. That's the overriding factor. I am the king, I have the final say so. You put the request through, I will take it into consideration, and if there's no reason why I can't say yes, give it a bash, I'll do it. If I think it's totally unrealistic for you to put 20 units of spear militia into your settlement, I will say, hang on a minute, Mr. Simon Maitland, Mr. Bloggs, that's a bit unrealistic. I'm going to give you 3 extra. You can like it or lump it. So that's about it. You can request anything to do with construction, recruitment, tax rate. You can build, recruit in ancillary characters. So as Governor of London, you think, Mr. King Ambrose, I think it's quite poignant if you allow me to recruit a merchant and send him all the way to Cornwall down here, stick him on these mines and start increasing your trade. Put the request through, and again, as I said, I shall sanction it or decline it.